Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Andy Diaz and this is my wife, Camy Diaz.
Hi.
We are the founders of Two People, One Journey, which is a blog about our life. We did a web series of basically how we first met to today, which is our journey. So today we're going to talk about the first post in our blog about our journey, which is how we first met. And that's going to cover both of our perspectives. So hopefully you find that somewhat interesting or unique. But yeah, I guess we'll talk about it right now.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
Go ahead.
So I met Andy 2 years ago on the 26th of July 2015. At that time, I had been here in the United States for only a week. I came here from Italy. I'm originally from Italy to study English. And that Sunday, my classmate invited me and another girl to take part in this festival called Dorale. When we got at Door Alley, I saw things that I would have never imagined could exist. So, do you want to explain what Door Alley is?
Yeah, so Door Alley is a festival that happens every single year that is promoted, sponsored, and held by our LGBT community in San Francisco, located in the Folsom District. And some people actually would call it the Folsom Street Festival's dirty little brother. Door Alley is an actual street. So if you haven't been there, I'm going to leave a link in the description box so you can check it out. I highly recommend it at least once or however often you'd like to go, but it's definitely a unique place. I think she'll go on and talk more about it.
Yeah, so what I saw when I got there were a lot of men naked, just wearing like leather boots and hats. So, and they were all around me, and I was shocked, but you know, there is always something to learn, right? And something to discover in life. So when I got there, my friend told me that we would have met other friends, and these friends were Andy and his brother. When I met Andy, I immediately felt a connection. Like there was like good vibes. There were good vibes between us. And when we started checking out the festival, I found myself by his side, and we started talking about our personal life, our goals, our past relationships. We started covering many topics, even topics that you wouldn't talk about with the person that you have just met. Instead, I felt completely at ease, and when we left the festival and we moved to another bar in the Castro neighborhood in downtown San Francisco, we kept on talking. We were sitting one close to the other, and my eyes were only on him. I was completely attracted. He was like a magnet, and I found I found him very interesting, very funny, and yeah, I thought he was an amazing person. But my second thought was that he was only interested in men. It was my assumption after seeing the festival and after going to the Castro neighborhood. I thought, yeah, he will never be interested in me. But when he left and he went to the bar to grab a beer, some friends, my friend and the one that joined after, told me that they noticed that there was something going on between us. And they told me that I should have been happy because he was single and straight. So when Andy got back from the bar, I was full of hopes, and I couldn't wait for him to show me the same interest that I was showing him. So did you notice that I was interested in you?
Hell yeah, I did. That's because I was interested in you too. I think like there was a sense of comfort between us, knowing that we were able to just freely share all of the information about our past, our childhood, our hobbies, interests, and all of those things is just a natural connection, and kind of scary at the same time because I really didn't expect to meet someone so fantastic, especially all the way across the world. Yeah, lucky me, right? But more so lucky her. And you know, when we were talking at High Tops, which is the bar that we proceeded to after Door Alley, that's when everything kind of like shook up. I mean, I really just ended up falling in love with this girl. I mean, yeah, I really did. I was kind of scared. I had these feelings, and I was like, oh man, should I brush those feelings aside? You know, is that like even the thing to do? You know, I don't know. I didn't know how to feel about it. Let's just say that. But looking back at that moment, I realized, yeah, there are some, you know, that little love connection going on. You know, that sappy shit that you know find in that like finding those like romantic sitcoms or whatever.
Yeah, it was kind of a movie, you know, one of those scenes where, you know, like love at first sight. That's kind of what happened to us, and
think what you want, but it's true. I'm telling you, it's like nothing that I would have ever expected in my entire life.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have dreamed in a million years, and I think I said that in the article or in the post that I put up in the blog, that I would have never expected any of this to happen to myself, and even I don't think she would have expected either, knowing that she was soon to go home a month after, or more than a little over a month after, and it would be like, you know, what the hell are we doing? You know? So just to have that all in the back of your mind at that moment was just a lot to, it was just a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it was overwhelming. You're overwhelming.
Emma.
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
But what I want to say is that if you feel something for somebody, but you have a lot of doubts in your mind, just follow your heart and give it a try. Don't be scared, because if you're scared, then you're gonna prevent you from maybe finding, well, maybe no. In my case, finding the love of your life. So don't be afraid. And what my friends told me at that time, they also told me, go with the flow. So whatever you feel like doing, whatever also you feel in your heart, just follow it, and you won't regret it.
Maybe.
I
don't know.
Anyway, so
I think a lot of times people are shielded from accepting love from others who they might not know, and to deny yourself of those feelings can also prevent you from accessing that next, you know, step or opportunity that may help you grow, you know, in your personal life. And I think that moment was one of those moments for me that really became a highlight and turning point in my life, is when I was able to really draw back and, you know, push down those walls so then I can accept that connection that she and I had in order to get to the next step, which is, you know, in our next article or post called "Move." You know, what happens afterwards, right? So what happens after we had first met, and that's it's a lot of information there. That's why we're breaking this apart for you, so then you know, we're not throwing too much information on you, and you're just kind of like sucking wind, right? So hopefully this stuff is interesting for you, and hopefully you know, we can provide some insights from what we learned, and also from these experiences with you, you know, in this channel, and then also on our blog. But I hope that, you know, our channel also gives you a sense of who we are, personalities, and also, I don't know, just a better idea of what Two People, One Journey is about. We're just an average couple, right? Just like you guys are. And we've gone through a lot, so we're very excited to share these stories with you, even though it's outside of our comfort zone, and we're not like, you know, actors or actresses, obviously. Yeah, that's all that I have to say for now. Anything from you?
No, I think we should remind them, or you, that next week you're gonna find other 2 posts on our blog, and it's about what happened after. And it's my point of view and his point of view. Both these posts will be accompanied by another video where we will again discuss that specific moment of our life. So we can wait to see you next week. So don't forget to subscribe. We're gonna put the link here down below. Put a like and see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.